So 2 years ago, it was me against the world. I sat in the same very seat that you're sitting in, and I didn't want any part of this orientation. I remember these exact thoughts, someone telling me that I had to be involved, and I had to do this, and that, and the other thing to be successful. But I heard what they said, but I wasn't listening, so please, try and listen. I'm sure you've heard all of these talks, all of this stuff before, but just listen, because something like this could make a difference to you. This quote right here, have you ever been alone in a crowded room? It defined everything that I was about. I could be in a room full of 1,000 people and I would have a fake smile on and I would tell everybody that I was okay. But I wasn't. I felt so alone, and that's the person I was when I was sitting in these seats, and that's the person that I was going through the orientation. This was me. Just look at it. I mean, I was wearing a beanie and a tank top. I'm really white. I don't get sun. Like, it was like 93 degrees and I'm wearing a beanie. Like, that's just not going to be successful at all. It wasn't until I had a conversation with my RA and she told me that I should be involved. And I remember distinctly a conversation with my father the summer before freshman year. I said, I'm not going to be involved like I was in high school, rack up useless titles that don't mean anything. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit in my room, I'm going to make a couple of friends, play some video games, graduate, and I'm going to be home. And now here I am 2 years later talking to you about being involved, so that didn't really work. What she told me was that I should go to the Residence Hall Association. I said, what's that? And she said, it's an opportunity for students who live on campus to use their voice and let their opinions be heard. So I was like, well, I love my voice, and I love my opinion even more, so I have to go. So I went, and it was at that first meeting that I decided that I wanted to be an RA. So I applied for the job, and I got it, and I did it for a semester. And as much fun as it was, and as much of a difference as I was making, that's not why I'm here. Another conversation I had with my other RA at the time was, he was the president of Phi Kappa Theta fraternity, and he told me that I should go to a couple of recruitment events. And I said, no, Brotherhood's not for me. I'm not going to join a fraternity. I'm not going to do that. No way. I'm in that picture because I joined. I didn't listen to anything I said, and what I realized at those recruitment events was that the brothers of Phi Kappa Theta pushed each other to be great every day, and they picked each other up at their worst moments. And I was a part of a real community. For the first time, I had people around me that wanted to support me. So, what I'm telling you is that you have to be involved in some way. It doesn't have to be an organization, it doesn't have to be anything specific, but you need to find a group of people, a community of people that are going to help you. When I joined Phi Kappa, I didn't realize the community that I was joining. Greek life at Bridgewater State University is a community of men and women, fraternity men and sorority women, and they push each other no matter the letters that we wear on our chest. So my community is much more than just one fraternity. It's a group of men and women who are destined for success because of the push that they get from everybody else. And I didn't fully comprehend that until this past semester. On March 9th, 2015, it was the Monday of my spring break. So you can imagine, I'm on spring break, you're sitting in a desk in high school, who do you think's week was better? Yours. At 12:40 in the afternoon, 2 police officers knocked on my front door. And what they were there to tell me was that the girl in this picture, my 22-year-old sister, who was 3 months from graduating college, had been killed in a car accident at 8:40 that morning. So the first thing I had to do, I was home alone, 20 years old, 2 police officers telling me that my sister had just passed away. The first thing that I had to do was call my dad and tell him that his only daughter had been killed. And then I called my brother and told him that his sister was gone. And then I made another phone call. I called one of my fraternity brothers. And I told him what happened. And all he said to me was, I'm sorry, and I'll do whatever I can for you and your family. And of course I believed him, any good friend would say that. About 20 minutes later, he called me back and he told me that he was on his way. Now, he lives 2.5 hours away, so I told him, no, you're not coming, it's spring break, you're not leaving your family, blah, blah, blah. He was like, well, that sucks, because I'm on my way. And you're probably thinking, any good friend would do that, any good friend would come. He stayed for 2 days and he slept on my living room floor for both of them. And he did that because he cared. He did that because he was a part of my community, my family. In the coming hours after my sister's accident became public, I received hundreds of messages, tweets, Instagram photos, FaceTimes, everything you can think of from people that I barely know. Men and women of my community, executive officers of my national fraternity, alumni of sororities that I've never even met. that have no idea who my sister is, they messaged me just to tell me that my community would stand behind me, no matter what. So I realized that at my worst moment, I was always going to be fine because I had people pushing me to be better. This question, I want all of you right now to ask yourself this question.
2 years ago, I would have given you an answer. Today, I would laugh because I was a shell of the person I am today because of the community behind me.
So what I'm asking you, and what I'm telling you to do, is find your own community. It doesn't have to be Greek life, it doesn't have to be sports, it doesn't have to be anything specific, but find people who are going to support you all the time. They're going to pick you up in your best moments, and they're going to knock you down a little bit in your... No, pick you up in your worst moments, and knock you down a little bit in your best. Bridgewater State University is now your home. For some of you, it's going to be somewhere you go every day, you're going to drive to, you're going to leave, and that's what it's going to be for you, and that's okay. But for me, it's a place where I go to know that I will feel safe because of my community, my real community of people behind me. So just think to yourself, what do you want your community to be? Thank you very much. Good luck with orientation.